your host, Pure and Tough.
Shama bin Laden.
This is the Tough.
I'm sorry, I was...
Okay.
Hello there,
All right.
I'm sorry, I was messing with my options.
Alright, that's fine. Alright. This is our first episode of the Our World Podcast, and we are joined by our man in the Highlands, Scotch J. Vetero. Would you like to introduce yourself, Scotch?
No.
Okay. All right. All right. So, what has been on our minds recently, boys? What would you like to speak
Papa
about?
Honestly?
John's got a new pizza.
Ukraine.
I think.
All right. What was that,
Yeah,
Pierre?
I mean, Ukraine.
Okay. All right. So, okay. So this. All right. Pure. So or not pure. Tough. You said the situation in Ukraine.
Not scripted.
All right. Well, speak up. Come on.
Go on, little guy. Go
Oh, you actually wanted me to say, okay, I thought you was going to ask like a question or something, I'm sorry.
No, that's all. I'm
Honestly,
sorry.
like,
Oh, he's learning.
the invasion, I mean, so, currently what was on my mind about Ukraine was the recent, not really recent, months ago, the Kherson-Kharkiv offensive.
Oh.
And
Now-
also, go ahead.
You are going to have to school me on this because I have not been up to date with the invasion of Ukraine, so I don't actually know much about the invasion of Kharkiv. Kharkiv. I'm sorry.
You dick.
I'm sorry. Oh! I just saw what happened over there.
Yeah, Venom, screw you.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Basically, the
all
Kherson. Essentially, what happened was the Ukrainians in the Kherson-Kharkiv region have been basically messing with the Russians this whole time, and we never knew why. So the South and the East, I believe, have two generals, right? The South takes priority because that is the border between actual Russia and Ukraine, or Belarus and Ukraine. Essentially, what Ukraine was doing was messing with him because every time they would pretend to move troops there, he would freak out because he was a new general, and he had priority, so he would ferry all the troops there. And then at this time, Ukraine has been building up like artillery, manpower, and even air power. Like there's been videos online of Ukrainian MiG-29s doing rocket strikes against Russian defenses. Happened was they launched an offensive to retake the Kharkiv and Kherson, or at least push the Russians back, and actually succeeded and pushed them back over a river I can't remember the name of right now.
Now,
So they actually retook some lost territory.
Now, from not too long ago, I saw that, I was reading about it. Is Ukraine losing the war? Or is it it's not losing, I want to say, but is it, like, losing in the long run, to say the least?
Say again?
Is Ukraine losing in the long run against Russia?
Well, obviously, we all know that Russia has the manpower advantage. We all know that. But honestly, with the amount of help they're getting up here, can you please stop? With honestly the amount of help they're getting from, the West, I can honestly see them winning this war.
Now, who do you think... Now, we brought up air support earlier and how they were building up an air fleet.
Take a hike up on side.
Do you... How do I say this? Do you think that... Who do you think controls the skies over Ukraine? Ukraine or Russia?
I believe it.
Yeah.
Okay, Scott.
Well, now that the Ghost of Kiev had a skill issue, I think it's probably going to be
Bro, the-
Russian.
Well, hang on. The Ghost of Kiev never existed.
Yeah, that was never
Oh,
real.
what?
Ukrainian
didn't know
officials
that?
Ukrainian officials confirmed that he did not exist.
Yeah, the Ghost of Kiev was the term being thrown around for all of the Ukrainian Air Force.
Dang, man. That must have took a real skill issue then.
So when they declared that the Ghost of Kiev got 40 kills, it was the Ukrainian Air Force as a whole getting 40 kills. Or not kills, but downs. We don't know how many Russian pilots actually died. Yes. So, in Ukraine, are the Russians still in major territories again? I haven't been updated in a while. So are they still in major territories, or
Are they still what?
are they still in major territories?
Where the Russians have been able to firmly hold on to is Bakhmut, but that's been fought over since the start of the invasion. It's turned into complete World War I trench warfare. Like,
Didn't they break through recently to Bakhmut?
They are still stuck at Bakhmut. It is. There's a no man's land and trenches running all through that area.
Was that like was that an urban area, or was it just
Parts of it were urban, but the cities have been just completely demolished because it's been, like I said, it's been fought over since hell, 2014, really, with Crimea.
So it's kind of going through like a Stalingrad right now.
In a way, yeah.
Yeah, I don't look much into.
I chalk it up more to akin to like Verdun.
Yeah.
It's more of a hellhole at the moment.
I don't. Yeah, I haven't looked much into Ukraine. I haven't looked much into Ukraine since a few months ago, actually.
Oh my god.
I just. It's not that I don't like reading about the war. It's just it's been everywhere to the point
You're
where.
a commie, aren't you?
Me?
Venom is a Russian sympathizer.
I
Confirmed.
am not a Russian sympathizer. Do not compare me to. No. Do not compare
You're like the
me
opposite
to
version
them.
of JFK.
KGB spy.
You are KGB.
I am the one.
What are your pronouns? Miss
Nah,
Putin?
dog.
Miss Putin, brr.
Okay, alright. Can we stop targeting me? So, okay. Okay, as regards to the East situation in Europe currently, what would you say, what do you have to say about, Ukraine getting supplied tanks and, like, you know, a lot of armored vehicles from the U.S. and Germany?
I actually have something to say about that. It might be serious,
Oh.
and I think a lot of people are very stupid. People are saying that the M1 Abrams tank is going to be get destroyed in Ukraine. Believe it or not, a lot of people on TikTok.
Okay, well, TikTok's full of, not very smart people.
Yeah.
We can't use that word, Scott.
Well, a lot of that's been going on. Like, there's a whole
I feel
loop.
like a lot of people just think, oh,
Well, see, the reason why people believe it is they believe that the Russians, one, aren't corrupt, which is complete and utter bullshit. We all know that. Two, they don't have, you know, they don't believe in technology because there's people who think that technology is actually a detriment to a vehicle and not, you know, important in a modern combat setting. And
I'm pretty sure the Germans proved that technology was very useful during the early stages of World War II. So they had the most no.
well, they also believe that Russian equipment is rugged and reliable. It's, you know,
It's not reliable.
they know what
anymore.
works. It's been battle tested, you know, in Syria and stuff like that.
I don't think they battle tested that cardboard that's in their tanks.
Now that you can also say the same thing. The Leopard 2 is said to be the best, or the Leopard 2A7, I'm pretty sure, is said to be one of the best, like, most modern tanks out there. But it's only had one combat testing, and it was taken out by a single rocket in Turkey, I think. Was it Turkey? I forget.
With the Leopard?
Yeah, the Leopard 2A7. It was taken out.
Well,
by
that's
Civil War.
not the actual, modern. That's not the German Leopard. That's an export model. It's the same thing with what the Ukraine is getting. They're not getting, U.S. spec M1A2s. They're getting our export models like the Australians have. So it's going to be lacking certain features that the regular M1A2 would have.
Now, that is an issue. I did not know about that. I didn't even know about that.
Please don't.
That's... Did you... Yes, you now...
willingly
Well,
accepted.
what I've heard, didn't... Now, from what I've heard, America directly called Britain a weakening. Oh, yeah, but I mean, from what you've just said and everything else and all the info I've been reading on that, it's kind of true. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. The Scotch, you just broke the sound barrier over me. Now, kind of steering more southern in, the Asian, European issues going on. The recent 7.8 magnitude earthquake in Lower Turkey and Syria. That has been a pretty big news point recently in America.
Yeah, it is.
I think we're up to, what, like 15,000 people dead?
Yeah, I can check it real quick.
Is it 22 now? Yesterday it was 15.
Here, I'll pull it up, bro.
God, yeah, that...
24,000 people are confirmed dead in Turkish-Syria border region.
God. And usually, maybe this doesn't work as much with natural disasters, but usually with... You said how many are dead in Turkey?
24,000.
24,000. Usually...
I'm sorry about that.
No problem. Usually, with the death toll, there's usually double or tripled wounded. So, Turkey's in a bad spot right now. And from what I know, the places in Syria that are getting hit are said to be homes to 4 million people, from what I've heard, I think. Or the general area of where the earthquake is affecting has like 4 million people in it. So like, no.
Well,
I'm just
look what
saying.
happened. Look what happened 12 years ago in the U.S.
What happened 12 years ago in the U.S.?
9/11.
Oh, yeah. He's a pretty good
Was
pilot.
he a pilot?
Yeah, he was a great pilot.
Where
It's a shame that was his
are
last
you at?
flight. 9/11.
I am very slowly making my way up a hill.
As we can see about all the equipment, they're not good helicopter pilots. Mainly only 747s.
So, yeah, and also, I haven't heard much news about it recently, but with everything else going on with Ukraine and, Turkey and Syria, on the other side of the planet, in South America, Peru recently. Was it Peru that got the new president? And now they're like in complete, like almost revolutionary like beliefs over there.
Because you know you have bad president if people starting revolutions.
I'm pretty sure it was Peru, wasn't it? It was Peru. One of the there were actually clashes between the civilians and the police forces. There's video of it.
Yeah, I'm seeing this stuff now. Yeah, it's showing riot police.
Yeah,
what happened?
Were,
over
in
50.
Oh, did you not hear about this?
No, what happened?
Protest caused nationwide chaos in Peru. Oh no, that was in 2021.
What the fuck's going down in Peru?
So pretty much,
government.
one of the old president got elected out, and a new president got elected in, and a whole bunch of the civilians really don't like him, and like there's been a lot of clashes recently, riots in the streets and such. It's been tough in Peru. I think one of the top world wonders is in Peru, and they had to shut down tourists going there because of like all the riots surrounding the area.
Here it is. Like after the president calls for dialogue after more than 30 people injured in, I'm guessing what is a riot. So I think that's what
Peru. Now my biggest thing is if an actual genuine revolution starts, which I mean it's already kind of in revolution. A not like full armed revolution, but no. The question is, if the revolutions succeed and they overthrow, or like if things go south and a revolution starts, do you think that the neighboring countries will also start?
I don't think that they will go into a revolution because
I mean, I could see it just because I could see it just because it'll show the rest. It'll show the rest of South America like, look what we did. We can do it. You can do it too. If you disagree with your
Chile has already been in that situation multiple times. Chile has been insane.
Chile, not Chile.
Isn't it Chile?
Yeah.
Okay, that's my mistake. I thought it was Chile. So, yeah, Chile has been. Shut up.
Chile.
It is Arkansas. Yes, it is. It is Arkansas.
It's the communist version of Kansas. It's Arkansas.
Our Kansas.
Yeah.
God dang, first they tried to take Alaska, then we bought it from them. Now we have to buy Arkansas from them too?
Yeah, it's there. It's our Kansas.
So, shooting back over, this isn't, obviously, this is just kind of speculation. If Russia takes Ukraine, where do you think Russia's going to continue expanding?
I think they are going to keep expanding.
I do not think so, just because they know they can't really go nowhere else, because they can't go to Poland, because Poland's going to enact Article 5. That's going to get NATO involved. Yes.
I don't think they have enough of a nuclear arsenal.
Here's a little fact about the Russian nukes. I gotta like the thing about Russian nukes, and it's something I've heard, is that like they're made of certain material. I don't know, uranium or whatever. But yeah, it deteriorates over time. And
no, that's for any that's for any nuclear warhead. You'll constantly have to maintain them. That's the issue.
Yeah, but it's knowing Russia, they most likely haven't.
No, they haven't, because they don't. They can barely afford to get the Su-57s on out. That's it. Well, okay. Now I will admit the best thing the Soviets ever made was the T-62, and I will, for the time, like I was like the last good tank the Soviets had Russia had in my opinion was the T-62, just because it was really advanced, and the guy who designed it, but the guy who designed it knew what the fuck he was doing and how to design a tank. And
Did you
I mean,
know
that
that
is
they're
true, yeah.
refitting old T-72s, T-72Bs, which are like the bad version of the T-72? They're refitting old T-72Bs into Ukraine.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And it's not even the T-72 like U or B3. It's the old version. It sucks.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is about the T-72B is that I don't remember exactly why it's so bad, but I know it is.
I'm tired of everybody like, oh yeah, you know, autoloaders. Really, autoloaders? Yeah, no, they're so
They're
great.
not that good. Once it breaks, there's no way you're gonna fix it. I'm pretty sure, right?
Well, it's not even that. You hit you. Yeah, the fist
Oh
of Stalin.
no! They put spring locks in the tanks.
Well, it's not even that. It's the fact of the matter is, well, it's that, but also around. Okay, so Western tanks don't use autoloaders for the most part. You know, most Western tanks don't use autoloaders.
Yes.
The reason why is because that allows them to do the blow-out ammo
You have
racks.
19-year-olds with really, really strong arms.
You put an autoloader in that eliminates the possibility of a fail-safe in case the ammo gets hit. So when the ammo gets hit, that's why do you think they pop off? Yeah. Hey, listen, don't talk bad about the Russian space program, all right? I know, yeah. They're getting higher and higher with every T-72. Yeah, you know why? The crew survived. Yeah, that's actually very true.
So, with the situation in Ukraine, now I don't know. I haven't heard much about it, but what happened with Germany tripling their military budget?
Aren't they
Is
not
that-
allowed to do that? Are they still like in like?
No, they're not. They've paid
Oh,
off
no,
their
you
World War
said-
II debts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have.
Well, how much was it to pay for the?
No, but the World War II debts have been paid off too. They finally, I'm pretty sure they paid off everything. And also, so yeah, they tripled their military budget. It went from like, I think it was like 25 billion or 50 billion to like 155 billion. They
Ooh.
boosted it pretty heavy. Now, but do you think, I don't think some evil dictator is going to come from Austria again and start.
Guys, I'm in Austria right now. Who ripped? All right, who ripped? I heard it.
Nah.
Before we continue, I need to know. Continue.
So, yeah. The situation in Germany. Okay, here we go. This is a question. What country in Europe, if NATO does get involved and there's no nukes in play yet, which country in Europe do you think will be the top priority of protecting, or like, what do you think? What country will do the most in Europe? Do you think?
Ooh, yeah, probably Germany.
I'm gonna have to say either France or Germany.
Yep.
I don't know. Bro, Israel on gut. I'm just saying. Hey man, Israeli tanks aren't that bad. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I mean, Germany has needed something to get their attention, to be honest. Like, Germany's been in this. Okay, well, no, but I'm
Yeah, they've
saying
had a
so.
few problems.
No, but no, seriously though. Like Germany has been suffering a lot. There's like the
Economically, they're suffering. I know.
because they let in a whole economically, yes. They needed
No.
they needed to yeah, but even through like their shortages of gas and like their economic problems, they've still been threatening Russia, and I honestly adore that.
Well, that's
That is
because if they do
amazing.
get into a war, that'll be good for it'll stimulate the economy because you're gonna have all these
Come on, Zen! Come over here!
they're gonna be able to start producing things, and that's gonna be really good for the economy.
Because wasn't it Germany, like, it was either before the war started or, like, right after it started. But do you remember when Russia tried maintaining, the pipe, like, the oil pipeline, and Germany threatened to, like, detonate it? Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
gas pipe. No, it was, like, Germany threatened the entire pipe. Did it? Yo, the Germans. It was the KSK, bro. They sent in the special forces. Nah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really weird. Like, if a war starts, it's gonna be real weird seeing Polish and Germans fighting alongside, dog. It's gonna be wild.
We know what you did to us.
All the Germans. But, yeah, the situation with Ukraine, that's brewing so much, like, war. Not even, no. The Russians are getting
It's
the
far, I
opposite
can't
of
maneuver.
patriotism right now. Like, honestly, I think Russia's close to a civil war. I think it's close to them trying to overthrow Putin. Russia's had quite a history.
That's payback, my friend.
Yes. But I personally believe it sounds stupid, but it honestly, I think it's a real issue. I think after the because like we've always like that's true, but like I mean though like I think they lost a lot of their arsenal, like nuclear wise. I think they lost a lot of their armor but now the Russian army went through a really big period after the collapse in like what was it 2010. It was like 2010 or 2011 where they like went completely silent from the world and then just kind of popped back up with this really powerful military. And like they were actually a powerful military, but then they went silent again for so long, and then they started threatening Ukraine, and now all this started. Now, yes, the wars in Ukraine, you could say that the Russian military never went silent because they just kept fighting over Ukraine and like the Crimea and all that. But no, they really didn't. And to be honest, that wasn't documented like at all because they were fighting separatists, weren't they, or supporting separatists?
Well, are we talking about Ukraine still or
Yeah, Ukraine.
Yeah, no, Russian-backed separatists. So that's the thing.
Yeah, because we're talking about when they like kind of popped out of the woodwork out of nowhere in like 2013 with this like giga military, and like it was good at first, and then like I think it just kind of stopped. Did you land? What the? But now, so getting away from the East for a bit. Now I know this is like brand new and I wouldn't say this is sensitive. Chinese spy balloons over America. How
First air kill, baby.
first
We stand proud as the F-22 community.
Was it actually the F-22's first kill? I did not know this.
Yes, it was. Yes.
It was it was a hot air balloon. Amazing.
Yep.
I think you mean a weather balloon, okay? It's a weather balloon.
Yeah, a weather balloon. Yeah, sure. It flew over multiple major military bases. Now, hold on. One of the things I have to bring up, because I've been. Yeah, they did. They asked for the parts back. But no. So listen. Do you think now? I heard a lot of speculation, but weren't these same balloons spotted over multiple other NATO allies? Like, yeah. So, like, so we shot it down. But, and also, here's another question. Do you think it was worth the missile?
Yes.
It proved the point in the fact that we're willing to waste that much money to shoot down a balloon, and that we have the money to do it. So
yes, that's. Do you think now? Here's a hypothetical question. If someone were to start if two of the countries to start World War III, if it had to be Russia or China, who do you think would start it?
China.
I think China, personally. I think China would finally have it with Taiwan, or they'd threaten Japan or something.
Yep.
I don't think they.
If the two countries, so like if Russia or China started World War III, who do you think would start World War III? China or Russia? Oh no, because they hate Taiwan though.
Mm-hmm.
And also, but Taiwan's not. I don't think Taiwan's actually in NATO, is it?
It's not. No.
So no.
Since it's not technically a country yet.
But yeah. And Japan's promised it. Japan's promised it as well.
Now, does anyone else have a topic to throw into the boiling pot?
Cheese.
If it's about aviation, no. If it's not
Aviation would be fun.
So, well, what's some current, what's some stuff that's I don't
35
that much.
It's
What?
what's the issues with it?
It's neat, but it's really expensive. Yes. And
What do
also,
you
doesn't
mean it
have a
doesn't
lot of
deliver?
technical
What do you
issues?
what do you
Clearly,
mean?
Japan doesn't care
Hold on,
about
all right,
pipes
hold on.
as they have.
We're getting a little.
No, what do you want it to do, Scotch? You want it to? It's Okay,
That's
so
the British. That's the British.
okay, so when ta- when talking about the fighter, what do you mean by it's not a good fighter? What do you mean? Or what is it? But see,
That's not true at
okay,
all.
Yeah, the
that's not
Australians they just have a massive skill issue if they can't shoot down
the F-35 is not your like dog. But it's not like an F-16 or an F-15. It's not meant to be
It's a
that.
naval fighter, isn't it?
Not even that. Not even that. The
Did I? Who took your wing off? Do you think that the F-22 still outperforms the F-35?
Yeah.
What? Those are two different fight. No, stop. That's not a fair comparison. I will tell you why. I will tell you. Stop. I will tell you why. The F-22 is an air superiority fighter. The F-35 is a strike fighter. They are two completely different tasks. The F-35 is meant to take out ground targets and maybe assist with air fighting, but that's not its primary. And
Good. Okay. I'm
no,
glad that it's being.
because I am sick. Scotch, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Fuck up. We're not talking about budgets and all that shit. People are saying it's not a. People are saying it's not a good fighter because it can't do what my favorite air. Not really gonna have Top Gun style dogfights anymore. It's now whoever can acquire target first, whoever can detect the other person first. It's like tanks. Whoever shoots first usually wins the engagement. That's where air combat is going now, which is what the F-35 excels in. It was never meant to be a dogfighter or
I just don't understand that.
or an F-16. It's not supposed to be an F-16. It's supposed to be, I see you first, so therefore I can engage you first, but I can also engage in ground pounding roles if necessary, whereas the F-22 is a thoroughbred dogfighter. That's what it's designed to do. It's designed to get in, maintain and take air superiority, and hold it so that other planes like the A-10s and the F-35s can come in, which the A-10s were replacing those.
The A-10s, yeah. I hate to see the A-10. I hate to see the A-10 go, but it needs to.
I'm fine with it, to be honest with you. It's too antiquated, Venom. Like it's just too outdated for. Yeah, no.
They're currently in the workings of trying to make a new one. They're gonna make the A-10. But so hold on. So steering away from the drama of the F-35 versus the F-22. You brought up F-16s and it just reminded me. Over the Super Bowl, they are flying an F-16 that is under orders to shoot down any aircraft that enters within 30 miles of the restricted zone. So, like, if they go in the 30 miles, they have to get shot. They're going to get, first they have to escort it out. And if it doesn't listen to the escort, then they get permission to shoot it down.
Once somebody pulls up in a Cessna.
Yeah, there's an F-16 that is being ordered. So there's two aircraft. So right now, currently, in the preparation of the Super Bowl, there has been constant air patrols going over the stadium, particularly by the local law enforcement. But there are not even local law enforcement aircraft allowed to fly over. So within 30 miles of the stadium is a restricted air zone during the Super Bowl. And they are ordering an F-16. They are ordering an F-16 to escort any aircraft that enter out. And if they don't listen to the escort, the F-16 has permission to shoot it down.
Oh, blue on blue.
It's also any aircraft that enters the AO. Yeah. Oh, well, that's kind of an issue because, like, if they because they're strictly ordered not to go there.
Is what if a Cessna gets in there and then they're just like, pop that goddamn son of a gun right now?
No, because they're giving them a chance to escort him out. They're giving him a long chance, and they're giving him a lot of warnings. It's also being accompanied. The F-16. The F-16 is also being accompanied by the single F-16 is being accompanied by an air refueler too. So it's just going to stay up there.
We're bringing Galaxies or
It's not a Galaxy. It's not a Galaxy.
Or not Galaxies. I forgot what they're called.
So yeah, there's only two aircraft allowed to be in the entire.
I didn't know my radar could beep like that.
Yeah, there's only two aircraft allowed in the entire space. In the entire 30. Well, because it's a really big event, and people like I guess they're scared.
Go in there. God dang it, my team's losing. Better drop napalm. Better ruin it for everyone else. Like, who's gonna do that?
I don't know, but they're taking a lot of precautions. I guess maybe I don't know, but the fact that they ordered an F-16, they could have sent out like an old, like, more retired aircraft, they sent out the big guns. They went full F-16.
I mean,
yeah.
The F-16, I mean, it's small. It's not even retired, honestly.
They're officially talking about, it's being retired right now. Yeah, it's gone. Yep.
Dang, I didn't actually know that.
The Air Force has
then why don't they give away the F-15? Why don't they do that?
They're giving away the F-16s to other nations who no longer want their Soviet equipment.
Now, the F-15, actually, have y'all heard of the new the F-15 coming into play? That's actually thinking on replacing the F-22. Yes.
X model?
I love that thing. Genuinely. I adore F-15s. I love F-15s, and when I saw the EX into play, I was like, oh, baby.
So, what do you guys think about the new stealth bomber we're getting? Have y'all heard about that?
Oh,
I have not heard about that.
I have.
Yeah, I forgot the name of it.
Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah, the B-21 Raider or some shit.
They are?
Yes! Oh my god, I've seen it! Prototype variant of the V-22 Osprey. Exactly.
God. I don't think I haven't seen this. This is new to me.
It's called the V-280 Valor, and it looks like it looks like a Black Hawk chassis with V-22 Osprey engines on it.
Honestly, I think I'd prefer them replacing it with the Osprey, to be honest.
It would make more sense if it wasn't so big. I mean, like, they aren't really that much used. Aren't the V-22 Ospreys, like, rarely ever used? Like,
they're used for higher up schools. Like I've seen Ospreys fly over Aberdeen a lot. But
I've never seen Ospreys fly over that.
But like the thing is with the Osprey, I think the thing with the Osprey is that it's used for like transport a lot. It's not at all supposed to be a warfare aircraft. It is supposed to be
I do also like the fact that they called the Osprey the Widowmaker back in the day because of all the crashes it suffered.
By the way,
its nickname was the Widowmaker. It crashed so... It was really finicky. Yep.
Yeah,
They're also replacing. There's also another aircraft. It's not just the V-280. It's the SB-1. It looks more like the Black Hawk. Yeah, that's what it looks like. I don't think they. Yeah, I know what it is, but I don't know if they know. But it has a. So the way it works is it has a propeller in the back to push it, and it goes like I don't know how many times faster than the Black Hawk, but it does, and I think it is real, and it does work. I don't know how well, and I don't know if there's any footage of it, but I've heard it's pretty neat. There's probably a good amount of footage of it. Not the Valor, I'm talking about the SP1 with the propeller. Yeah. By the way, Lockheed Martin's making the helicopter that.
Well, that's gonna be interesting, actually.
So there are like two different ones. Yeah. Honestly, I trust Lockheed Martin with any.
I think I trust Lockheed more.
But they're also doing stuff with the other helicopter. The SB-1.
By the way.
Lockheed Martin is going up against Boeing and stuff. See who get the better plane.
Oh.
I think honestly, Lockheed Martin wins both of those. I don't know how Lockheed Martin's so good with the fish. I think it's pretty good. I like it raw. Yeah, I think it's good. Kind of weird thing to ring up right mid.
Isn't there a law in Britain that you're not allowed to own a Sam? Like, yeah.
Did they tax you on salmon as well?
Like, I wonder who, like, slapped a woman with a piece of salmon? Like, who did it?
30 minutes left in this podcast, boys. You better start or 30 seconds left in this podcast. You better wrap it up.
Okay, alright.
Your quickest outro you got here.
Alright. This was the first episode of the Our World podcast. I know it's a little bit boring and all over the place, but we're working on it.
Yes.
I hope you enjoyed. This is Venom. And tough and pure and, you know.
Hello there.
Yeah, so we will see you probably next week. So, yeah, look out for that.
Unfortunately, I shall not be here next week.
Yes, Tough will not be joining us. Tough will not be joining us,
I have
but
work.
we're thinking,
I'm an adult.
we have plenty of people thinking on coming on. So, be prepared for that. This is the Our World podcast shutting down. See you on the far side.